Okay, this is cross, right? Wonderful. Can I pat myself on the back? Got the civs right. Well done, self. Well done. We did it. And oh my goodness, this map is so weird. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Game 5. Forgive my excitement. This map is called Cross. And as you can see, the land makes a cross in the middle. And then there's water in the north, the south, the east, and the west, which players will dock. Now, normally, you'd see one player's TC be maybe here-ish, and the other player's TC be here-ish. They're usually much further apart. MBL's TC position is so weird. I've never seen a cross game like this. He is across the map. No, but seriously, they're very close together, so this will be very different than what I expected. Now, it's 2-2. It's the best of 7 show match. Big shout out to Art of the Troll for organizing this. Shout out to Askell for putting up $350 for this. Also, Art of the Troll put up 25. I put 25 into the pot. And then...
There we go, 2 months strong after coming here from YouTube. Keep up the great work and many more laughs to come.
I'm honestly not sure if this is a troll or not, but apparently Viper put in $1 into the prize pool, as did Jordan, as did... No, Tata put in 5. So, like, that's the prize pool info. Now, MBL has lamed Daut. MBL is known as the Boar Whisperer. It's one of his accounts, actually. And he's so close that he could even consider laming a second. I guess that really helped him out. Now, beyond the water aspect of this, the land aspect will be interesting. Japanese, they're very strong here because they have the cheap lumber camps, the cheap mills, the cheap mining camps. It saves resources so they can rush and just do a lot very early. Oh, MBL, please see the boar. How sick would it be to see 2 boars lamed? He's just missing it. The other thing about Japanese is when Daut docks, and I assume he will, his fishing ships have extra armor versus any fires that might be sent in to kill the fishing ships. So it's a pretty good map for this. Now, normally when players are close together, I look and see what's in between them. And in this case, there's no stone or gold in between the players. MBL Civilization is a fantastic tower rush civ because Spanish build all buildings faster. And that would apply to towers. And also, he'd probably want to justify going to stone so he can add conquistadors in the castle age anyhow. The Daut could be in trouble. Daut stone is here, something that MBL has scouted. And MBL is scouting his other stone. But his golds and stones are, and even woods are all behind his TC, which isn't bad. So, everything I had to say about this civ matchup and this particular map has been thrown out the window because they're so close together. I doubt we'll see very passive play in a lot of walls. Normally when they're further apart, you'll see one player dock early, they'll start adding walls, and in MBL's case, he might even stonewall and feudal and then go for conquistadors later on. But you can't really afford to do that. And they see how close they are to one another. This will be exciting. This map is called Cross, Ovid. Jero Hill, every time I see your name, I see Oreo. I don't know, I'm not dyslexic or anything, at least I don't think I am, but I see J Oreo, which is totally not the case. Alright, there's the dock for Daut. Should be going to deep fish, and he is. And he's also walling up a little bit. Well, the hills are kind of in favor of MBL. I mean, this hill here, Papal, is not the best. Because Daut will likely be going for crossbows in the next stage, or archers. And so as he comes in, he'll get a hill advantage over MBL. And same thing goes if the units come around. This side, I guess it could favor MBL in a sense, but again, if units come across this way, he will be downhill with most of his stone miners. But MBL is going to make sure that he doesn't run into a situation like that, and he is going to go for a tower rush, which is kind of expected, isn't it? So let's look at his scouting. He can see where the berries, the stones, the gold, and the wood is located. And you can assume the water's in the corners. Now, normally with a tower rush, it's very high risk, high reward. It's even more so when there's fish involved. Because Daut's fish will be untouched, and this is an economy that is not affected by the tower rush. So MBL needs to do a lot of damage to Daut. What MBL could consider doing later is docking this and creating a few fire galleys to kill the fish. But again, Japanese, they can survive quite well against that. Now, Daut could have gotten lucky there and spotted the towers going up. Daut hasn't even clicked up to feudal yet. This is the risk when you add the fish. And he also lost the boar, of course. So he's going to add full walls, but he could find a lot of towers up in his base soon. This tower, wonderful for MBL. Will range some of the gold. Will range all of this gold. And it will also deny the wood line. And we're going to see more towers coming in. Daut sending his scout. Daut still... Okay, now he'll click up, I think. But this is so late in comparison. Yep, here comes the tower. And Daut may be looking for it. He's saying, okay, is he building a tower? I think he is. That's why I've gone to stone. And yeah, he's going to stone. Oh, Daut loses his scout as well. That's huge. MBL with the extra attack. With the villager as well. Killing Daut's scout, so Daut cannot keep an eye on what's going on. And, you know, we could even see a tower on the dock if MBL scouts, so that wouldn't be an awful idea either. I imagine MBL will run this way soon. Yeah, water control is super relevant. 2 watchtowers? What? 2? MBL. Do you want a watchtower on this tile or on this tile, MBL? MBL says, why not both? Now, I think if he places this tower and it goes up, he could hop through the tree and the palisade wall. I'm not sure on that. He could maybe do the same here as well. Sometimes that happens. Ooh, Daut considering rushing this down. The MBL walls off the tower. MBL's denied multiple wood lines now. He has denied gold. He has denied stone. And he's adding his own dock for fish. So he's still way behind in eco because Daut has wood, and he has so many fishing ships. Daut luckily in feudal now, so he can build his own towers in important areas, but he's lost a lot of map control. Now Daut can just redock, and he will. So if he feels like the fishing ships are going towards MBL's tower too often, he can fleet this dock. And oh yeah, MBL, he hopped through. And he's building this with 1 villager. 2 villagers now. I think this tower will go up. Because these towers from MBL are hitting Daut's villagers that are building. As Spanish villas build faster. So I think both towers will go up. And this will certainly be annoying. You know what? MBL could just use these villas to batter this tower down then. And Daut would have to build another tower behind. Daut, he can't repair his tower. So MBL can just send these villas out and start battering down Daut's tower, and it'll force yet another tower out of him. A Daut towered here. He actually doesn't have the stone for another tower. The villas are just running back this way instead. Okay, interesting. Interesting. And now, MBL... Well, what's he gonna do with these villas? He's adding his own fish. I'd love to see a dock here. He's tower hopping through again. He's gonna tower hop right back. He's just passing Daut. Don't stress out about this, man. And Daut has blocked him. Are we seeing towers now? Oh, as we're seeing towers now, is there news on the Korean tower situation? So I'm not sure what I can say, Pointy Boy, but I will say that there will be balance changes that will affect Koreans, I imagine, and you know, other civs as well that might need it. Oh, this tower is being walled up again. MBL's so good with towers. And Daut trying to batter this down. You know, he built this tower so it could stop MBL from progressing in and eventually kill this and get his gold back. And MBL with another important tower. I'm just waiting for the dock from MBL. If he builds it, I think he needs to build it in a position that Daut won't see. So right here. I feel like that's so huge. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't feel like versus Japanese it would do much as the fishing ships have so much armor. Daut has 0 farms, 0 berries, but with the fish, he has 925 food. Now, gold is an issue for him at the moment, but he can sell to go to the next stage and then maybe build a castle in a key position. I'm not sure. MBL building another tower here. Oh, man. MBL, he's been adding farms, he has his berries, and he also has his fish. So while Daut might click to the castle age faster, I think this has worked out really well for MBL. MBL now running in here to see exactly what Daut has going on. Daut thinking about sniping this scout, I imagine, and boink! T90 Babe gets her kill. There we go. Daut using the market to sell, and he's on his way to castle. Now MBL will soon be there, and MBL can... Ooh, he's gonna stonewall this, huh? That is quite a big commitment. He's going to stonewall this. Wow. You know what? I guess he could do it. I mean, he builds the walls faster, right? So as long as he walls up here... Daut did dock this pond as well, and Daut could transport around. There's always that risk. Guess we'll see. MBL most definitely wants to go for conquistadors. That's the one thing that Spanish have as solid in almost every situation. I'm very close to clicking up to castle. Daut will have a big lead though, and MBL might rush down the walls a bit faster once he sees what's going on with Daut's castle time. So you know what to do, chat. Katano has it. Harry T has it. Let's get the T90 walls in the chat. That's exactly what he should do though. Exactly what he should do. And also the dock is what he should do. Now the funny thing is, normally I'd say that this fire galley won't do too much for us to fish. But because these fishing ships have been so weakened by this tower, that might do something. Well played, MBL. He's avoiding the fire galley from Daut. Tell me he's going to wall this off. He needs to wall this off. These stone walls significantly delay his castle. Though he does still have a lot of vills on stone. Yeah, I think he'll be okay here. And keep in mind, Daut doesn't know about the walls yet, so he'd have to have some time to prep a transport. Yeah, a few fishing ships going down. This is worth it. I love the way MBL's played this. Immediately recognizing he's close to Daut, stealing a boar. Recognizing his Civ's strengths, went for a tower rush. Now he's going for the stone walls because he knows the next strength... Oh, can he demo these? I'm not sure how a demo would work.
Anybody want to join voice? Heart. Love the stream. Heart. Heart. Heart.
But yeah, anyway, MBL has played every single age as he should with his civilization, and Daut has just been trying to defend. It's certainly not ideal for him to be building a TC next to towers that are on that gold. Mr. Junior Hope, thank you for 7 months, man. And Zachary, I did see your message, man. Glad you could get the announcement there. Thank you for 2. Yeah, if anyone wants to talk to Mr. Junior Hope about the games, or like maybe you could join voice chat and talk about like my casting, criticize me, talk about how much of a noob I am. I don't know. If you'd like to do so, just join the Discord and he might be in one of the rooms there. There's a TC for MBL. So it's interesting, he, instead of building a castle immediately with his stone, is adding town centers. Definitely a stronger economic option. Also, we are going to see the T90 demos. He's getting War Galley, which will make his fire ships and his demo rafts into fire... Wait. Man, it's so complex. Basically, it upgrades your feudal age unit to a castle age unit, okay? It's so complex for my mind at the moment. Are they nerfing towers or Koreans? I think the nerfs will come in specifically with Koreans. Spanish, they've always been like this. They didn't add this Spanish building bonus recently. This has always been the Spanish meta. Now, with one fire ship, MBL can clean these up, I believe. But it'll go straight to the fish. And the demo! Look at that from MBL! That was sick! That is how you play the water triangle, my friends. And he's also over here. He is playing cross so well. Against Japanese fish as well. 10 fishing ships now for Daut. Soon to be 9, soon to be 8, soon to be 7, and maybe 0. Daut has been trying to clean up all of these towers. He still has not really done that. It might be a few villagers ahead, but I think MBL's position is going to be so much stronger once he builds that castle. And boom, there it is. Great play from MBL. He's taking the pawns. He knows he can take this one as well. Gonna dock this one. I'm really happy that I've gotten to the point with my own gameplay where I can pretty much tell you like when things are gonna happen. Like I went here expecting that there would be a villager running here and the dock is going up. It always makes me feel good that all my thousands of hours of practice has given me that insight.
8 more of my fab streamer. Here's to 8 more.
Thank you, Hat Nice. Yeah, here's to 8 more indeed. 4 more months till a year. Wow, thank you so much. So here's where this gets pretty awkward for Daut. He can't get through the stone walls. Mangonels will die to the conquistadors. He can make monks, but that's a huge investment into gold that will likely be harassed. And the monks, while they do okay versus conquistadors Spanish, they do have hussars Spanish, they do have light cav and elite skirm that would kill the monks. Now, if Daut had the map control, I think that monks would be an excellent choice because MBL would be forced to take the engagement. But now it's Daut. Like, he's forced to do something here. He's suffocated. He doesn't have any fishing ships. He's only 2 villas ahead, and he's 11 fishing ships behind, and he has 4 map control. So, I just don't know what that response will be. Maybe he could go with crossbows. But then again, very similar to what Burmese do with the Aranbai, Spanish can go Conquistador and Onager, and then that's very tough to stop. MBL has every single pond. Every single one. And he is adding fishing ships in every single one, which is going to give him so much food to make conquistadors, to make villagers, and to go to the Imperial Age faster. Now, I think that Daut should have a slight edge in the imp time. That's only a guess, though. That's only because he has so many farms already placed. So the fishing ships will... it's like a long benefit type thing that takes time. So we'll see. Okay, I just made the complete wrong prediction, but I think it's because MBL has understood he'll have less villagers, and he needs the faster Imperial to use his castle and use his conquistadors. Of course, I jinxed it. He clicks up imp right after I say that. Oh, man. Okay, well, this is the remaining tower for MBL. And rip to that tower, but it's not really important to him anymore. MBL controls the seas, he controls the lands. And what does this monk do? What are you doing, dude? Daut is trying to build a house for his monk beyond the wall. Have you not heard what happens? Winter is coming, monk. Winter... Daut! Hello? I cannot think of why that would ever be a good idea. It doesn't make any sense. He saw the castle there and he saw the stone walls. But yeah, now he doesn't have his gold. And if I'm MBL, I build a second castle. I build it forward. I go with conquistadors and trebs. I have a big imp advantage. And really, like, what can Daut do? He's going for elite skirm. I think this is trouble for Daut, and this has been so well played from MBL. In the games that MBL has won today, it has been so much about map control and Civ style, and MBL's so good when he gets map control. In my opinion, I know many people might agree with it, disagree with this. I think MBL is top 5 when it comes to late game players easily, if not top 3. Now, the reason he might not perform very well in tournaments at times is because he doesn't make the best decisions in feudal and castle, and then that snowballs on him. But when MBL gets to late game, when it's Imperial versus Imperial, MBL, as we saw even last game when he had a Civ disadvantage, he always seems to do the right thing. And look at that demo. I believe that was 2 fire ships down for Daut. And Daut was able to pick off a couple fishing ships from MBL, but huge eco lead for MBL, huge Imperial lead, and here come the trebuchets. I doubt Daut's decision. What decision, though? Like, at this stage, he almost has to build more castles in the back and go elite skirm. His responses were okay. I think where it all went wrong for Daut was adding the fish, but it's hard to say that adding the fish is a bad thing when you're Japanese at the same time, you know, because the fish worked so well for him. I don't think this is necessarily the case of Daut not playing well, but it's MBL playing very good with that quick lane, and then docking, and then now the faster imp. Well, Daut's trying to repair this so we can make one trebuchet. He has to send more vills to repair, but no, it's gonna die. So, idle time, stone wasted on that repair. His golds are right here, Daut. They're right here. And soon this TC will die, and soon villagers. Now again, I think MBL, if he researches Onager, or maybe adds bombard cannons, it can work out quite well versus skirms. So that's the one thing it's going to be slightly tough to face up against. But no, he is Onager. So, Daut's answer to kill the Conquistadors would be the skirms. First of all, he needs a ton of them. Second of all, now the Onager will arrive. Daut, he's housed badly. He does not have space. There's no real estate here for Daut to build houses on. I'm sure that real estate is cheap here because no one will want to move to this place. But still. Time for your quick maths again. What do you calculate? I don't know if I can calculate the time here. Like, this is a game that is very hard for Daut to come back from. So it's hard for me to say now what time he'll call GG. Because I don't know how stubborn he will be. I will guess for you, though. Because MBL doing so well. It looks like he'll go for, Daut's just trying to avoid this. And go towards MBL's eco. MBL's now... Oh, God! Oh, God. Daut needs to be careful. I think Daut will call it at 38 minutes and 40 seconds. That's my guess. So in 1 minute. Because he really can't fight this. And this castle will... And fortified wall from MBL will protect him. I mean, Daut is doing a good job of branching out down here to find these extra resources. So that might be a bit early. Yeah, that's definitely early. Daut's population is actually quite good. His population is strong. But it's just trash units that can get countered so heavily by the siege. Let's see, though. I mean, he can still make trebs from this castle. He can still try and push MBL here. The Onagers are going to be a problem. He is microing for now. That's actually been pretty good for him. Onagers flattening the capped rams, the skirmishers having to do a dance, and they're now dancing to the front. MBL needs to be careful because Halberdier, Skirmisher, and Ram can counter him if he doesn't keep his siege numbers up. It's really down to the siege numbers. But he has the right idea, just slowly closing in on Daut. I think MBL's push is kind of a slow push at the moment. What I would try and do from MBL is hit the right side of the economy for Daut. Like, consider adding in the some stables here and sending light cav to this side because Daut has everything here. Now look at this, Daut sending in the halbs, the Japanese halbs, to try and pick off the bombard cannons, but that's not possible. MBL's castle's there to finish off the halbs, and here he's still pushing in. Yeah, he can use the trebs versus the buildings. Just needs to keep holding his position now. I'm guessing Daut doesn't even know the gold is here. Yeah, he knows one gold is here, but he can't comfortably take that. MBL building another castle there as well. Yeah, this is trouble for Daut. Now, if I were Japanese, I would go halbs, arbalest, and rams, and trebs. So he has the right idea. He just doesn't have the gold for trebs. He doesn't have the gold for arbalest. Now, his current composition can be so easily countered, as you can see. MBL, he's slowly finishing this one off. Okay, so what games did Daut win? He won the previous game when it was an obvious civ advantage for him. Indians versus Huns. The other game was game 3. What game was that? Wasn't Black Forest, wasn't Arabia. Which one am I forgetting? Well, I'm forgetting one out there. I'm just trying to review, like, mentally, trying to think back to what the Civ matchups were. Oh, Gold Rush, okay. Yeah, Gold Rush... So it would be unfair to Daut to say it was a Civ win in Gold Rush. He definitely outplayed MBL in that particular map. So I will say that MBL, despite only being up one game, has played way more convincing. In the previous game, Huns vs. Indians, I thought he was almost going to take that when it should have been near impossible. And in this game, of course, he just completely destroyed Daut. Like this, there were no mistakes, man. There were no mistakes. He hit the corners for the water at the right time. He tower rushed the right areas. He stonewalled. He added eco where he should have. He went for the right compositions. He had the faster imp time. Like, it was just so well played. I've not felt as confident about Daut's play as I have MBL's, but we're going to have the next match, and apparently it's Arena. And Arena is, well, it's a map that MBL is not too fond of, and I'll show you what I mean about that if you haven't heard. No, Daut lost the first game. The Black Forest game. I guess it was the other one. So there's the KD. MBL, look at that. Crazy kill death ratio. More gold for MBL and more map control in the end. And better strategy. Now, could that have been very different if they weren't so close together? Yes, that's another aspect of it. But you got to credit the player for recognizing how close they were and taking advantage of it with the strategy.
T90, so happy you sound energetic tonight. Your casting really lifts my spirits. Keep it up.
Makihiko, thank you, man. Yeah, I'm energetic. These games are awesome, dude. Thank you so much for the 16. I definitely will keep it up. Can somebody link me the MBL Vulu mod before I play this clip? Oh, I have it. Never mind. I have it.